Alright, 3, 2, 1, sync. Alright. Honey, Jiggity Howdens, folks. I'm your host, Mr. Scepterstein, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, Part 2. Part 2, where duality is always a problem. In the last episode, we began the game, because as you do at the beginning of a game, you begin it and you start it in new beginnings, and stuff like that happens. And we got the energy transfer module. Now we have to go save the planet from a Mothman. That's basically how things are going, and that's how we're gonna deal with it or something. I don't know. Yeah, the beginning of the game is kind of sort of self-explanatory. It doesn't really need much else. But now we're actually getting into fun stuff. Oh, scan that. And because if you're not a dumbass like I was. Ah, yes, missiles. All right, so these guys, I'm just going to skip this because it shows basically what's going to happen. There will be... Nice! That was unintended. All right. Basically, there was... if you're not a dumbass like I am, you would come out of there preferably with one missile so that you can get through that door fairly easily. You don't have to worry about like blowing up boxes or crates or anything like that. But fortunately, that was nice to me and stuff, and didn't, But yeah, stuff like this, unnecessary door openings and stuff like that, I'm just gonna skip those just for time's sake, because you don't need to see that. I already explained that in the first episode. I can't believe I missed that. I already explained that in the first thing. So in here is a missile expansion. It's the first one of the game. And there are 49 of these. And throughout this entire thing, we're going to be getting all of them. Thank fudge for that. Scan that, by the way, because it's a very well-hidden scan. And if you're going for your logbook, that's what you want to do. But our first location is the Agon Wastes. I used to call this the Agon Wastes, and I still sort of do, but someone put it across to me as, like, the way that I always used to think about it was Agon, like agony. Because, again, this is a barren wasteland, basically, as you'll get a nice glimpse of it here. The Agon Wastes. Oh, I never noticed that. I never noticed that. That's actually, like, I'll point it out later. But that, I never noticed that before. That is funny. I never noticed that. So the first thing we're doing... we're gonna make our way up to the top of this place. The top of this bizatch. There is you can't scan the amber holograms yet, but that door right there leads to literally just a map station. I think it's like totally pointless. There's no reason that you'd want to go in there, so you don't have to. Meanwhile, while I hit puberty... Now you will encounter an enemy we have not seen for 1,000 ages. Space pirates, go figure. Why have you bump into them? Because unfortunately, for whatever reason, the Ing didn't deal with them, but they dealt with all of our allies. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. I just realized that, as a matter of fact. But, yeah, scan them. Do it. Do it right now. Alright, so continue this way. Up to the doohickerillicles. Fuck! I knew it was gonna fucking happen, you piece of shit. Fucking pieces of fucking shit. Fucking... Alright, so let's try that again. Yes! Alright, cool, awesome, epic, yeah. If you shoot that with that close enough to it, it'll actually blow off the shell on the bottom, on the back of it, and it will kill it, and it will be sad. Also, shrink bats, my mortal enemies, again! I just give up, personally, honestly. Whenever I deal with them, I just give up, because it's annoying as shit to try and deal with them. Alright. Oh, it's an alpha sand digger. Holy crapola. And then it turns into a dark alpha sand digger. I'm going to skip that because you don't need to see it every time it happens. So now, shoot it in the butt. Unless it does that, in which case you can't. So what I tend to do I tend to shoot it a handful of times and then missile it, and it usually deals with it pretty quick. But I'm pretty sure there are faster ways of dealing with this thing. There are ways of dealing with it in like 2 missiles or something like that, or 2 whatevers. So I've dealt with it good, fine, thank shit for that. Oh, it's a thing! Oh, I'm gonna skip these. Again, as I've explained, I'm gonna skip those because you don't need to see them. If you want to see them yourself, play the game. God. The purple, like, zappy stuff is my anger. It's my anger in visual format. So you actually have to use a morph ball bomb in order to be able to open that door, because logic, as I like to call it. But now with the morph ball bombs, you can actually jump in the morph ball form, because duh. I'm gonna skip all of these too, because you don't need to see that every single damn time. There's a lot of unnecessary stuff like that too, so I'm gonna stop telling you that I'm skipping all of this shit. Alright? Cool. So at the back here, scan this little weird hologram looking thing, and it'll begin a cutscene where he tells you stuff that you already know. Or at least I do. I am Isha, sentinel of the Agon temple. This message survives my death because of lol texting. As guidance to one, Portal to Dark Aether leaves Mabai Schmidt, Ishmak. You must locate a temple. Inside, you'll find the energy controller you seek. It's literally this room, but in the dark dimension. Oh, look, there's 2 keys. Oh, there's 3 keys. Holy shit. The temple is held by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout the dark land. Your search will be difficult. Pfft! And even the very air of Dark Aether is dangerous. It can cripple the strongest of warriors like me and us. And me. In our past struggles, we placed a series of light crystals throughout the world so that the Bunkles could find their way. Create safe areas. Bionicle was the shit. Oh my god, this is just an elaborate Bionicle game, isn't it? I have updated your translator module. You can now interact with amber colors because drugs and LSD and acid. You can return here at once. May the sprinkles serve you well. Now that your energy is fully replenished, all 1 tank of it, let's head out now as we deal with the problems that the fucking Luminoth got themselves into again. Because that's what they do. They just get themselves into problems all the time. It's really annoying, man. Alrighty. So now, it's pretty easy, straightforward to get from here. I'm actually going to do something really quick. I'm going to come over this way and use a morph ball bomb to open up this just for later. And by later, I mean much, 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 much later. Just to make things a little bit more convenient for me at that point. You don't have to do that right this particular minute if you don't want to, but you can if you do. Oh! Alright, so the door that we want to get to is right down there where the, the weeds are. The weeds that are, like, super... Oh, by the way, come in here first. I almost forgot this. This is why I'm eventually going to stop talking as much. So that I can just, you know, not forget these things. But yeah, missile expansion. Because there's a lot of items in this game. And a lot of, like, there's a lot of room for error. And I don't particularly wish to keep making errors all the time. Because it's going to waste my time. And it's going to waste your time as well. Because I'm presuming that you're watching this because you want to find all the items in the most quick and concise manner possible without resorting to, like, speedrun glitches or whatever. Because I ain't a speedrunner for this game, because I'm not good enough. Actually, I probably could be if I dedicated enough of my time and effort to it. But alas, I cannot. So, there you go. So once you've dealt with the first handful of pirates in here, you're going to see that you can't do anything. You can't target them. Because, oh look, it's the dark sprinkles again. Oh, now they've corrupted the space pirates and have turned them into something worse than space pirates. They turned them into space pirates. That's what they've done. Because these guys are asses that won't die. They won't die easily. Oh look, bomb slot. Skip. Because you don't need to see that the bomb slot is now activated. Whoa. Jump up into it. Bomb it. Narrate everything you do. Alright, so this little puzzle is pretty time consuming. I'm going to skip 2 of the cutscenes out of the 3 that play throughout this entire part because, again, you get the basic gist of what you're doing. Whoa. Bam. It's a lens. I didn't skip that cutscene. I lied. I am a liar. A pretty damn good one. Except I'm not really. I don't like lying. Lying is bad. Liars are bad. They're bad people. Except me. I'm not a bad person, even though I lied. I'm just digging my own grave here with this one. Hey, I jumped. Oh, I skipped it, even though I didn't need to because it wasn't that long. Whoa! Whoa! Super epic! Ah! Whoa! Super epic dodge! Alright. And now... Ah, crap. I shouldn't have skipped that one because it actually shows something sort of important where the light beam comes through the lenses, opens that up, and actually powers up the portal terminal back here. Ah, well, whatever. I don't really care. Scan the terminal thing on the side there and it'll actually power up the terminal. I'm not going to skip this, but I'm going to skip everyone after this because, again, this one's different and actually shows a bit more involvement than any of the others will. Note, not all the portals actually do that. None of them do that. They just close if you leave them for too long. And this is the loading screen that you will see every single time you go back and forth between light and dark aether. But, welcome to the dark dimension where it is literal hell. Oh, it's a little space bubble. Space bubble? It's a safe bubble. The moment you take your finger out... Oh, triggered! Okay, I'm not gonna make that joke anymore. It's your little safe haven. You should get the joke. Alright, so yeah, the longer you stay out in Dark Aether's atmosphere, the more damage you're gonna take, and the more likelihood you're gonna die is you're gonna die. So don't. Now, you might have noticed that this bomb slot over here, when it was in Light Aether, was, like, pink and not really there. That's because in order to use it, you actually have to use it in Dark Aether. So yeah, bam, do shubidi, bam, bam, thick as bam. Oh, these are ing. More precisely, these are inglets because they're too tiny to be significant threats to you right now. They'll grow up in a little while. Don't worry. There's Ink Storm over there. Make sure you scan that. Well, they're not Ink Storm. Whatever. They're things, you scan them. Scan them. In addition, oh my god, it's a dark puff cloud. Like the Inglets, but they grew up finally. Holy shit, it's an Ing Warrior. Oh my god. These guys go down pretty easily. You can shoot their puddle form, but it's a little bit difficult because you can't lock onto it, obviously. So you have to actually like use aiming prowess and shoot them where it hurts, which is the top of the cranium, wherever their cranium is. So make sure you don't spend too long out in the dark, because obviously these little light bearer things are kind of cute, but they're actually a legitimate way of making it so that you don't kind of sort of die when you're out here. I don't know why I did that. I'd also be very thankful if it gave me some energy. Thankfully it did. I was worried it wasn't going to give me any there for a moment. Alright, so why'd I bring you out all the way out here? Because it's another one, but this one looks a little bit different, right? That's because it can super jump! Ooh! This is what is considered the Space Jump Guardian, because it has your space jump boots, and that's basically how things go. Finally, he's dead. Didn't take that long or anything like that. No, why would it? Alright. Space jump boots, holy crap. We get the space dump now. I mean space jump, yeah, whoa, super awesome. Alright. Now that we've got that, we can head our way back to... We can go back to Light Aether through this way, which is always nice. So yeah, I'm gonna considerably quiet my commentary back down. As you might have actually noticed, when you first came back in here, that path to get back out of here, you can't get up there until you get the space jump boots. So you actually have to do that entire kind of running around there. Yeah, we're almost done with this this episode. As you can see there, it's open now. Don't need to show it. Scan the amber hologram that's down there, by the way. That one's very easy to miss. There's a missile expansion down there that you can get now if you want, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to end this part with a missile expansion that's right behind this Luminoth. And there's actually a reason there's a bunch of Luminoth kind of scattered around. There's very specific reasoning as to why you can see each one. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you back in the next episode as we sort of kind of shut up a bit. See you then.